Welcome to the NBA Rookie Showcase, where we will see the top prospects competing for a top spot in the upcoming NBA Draft. This is Kevin Harlan along.
All caught up in everything. This player will aim small forward, scoring, and then that's what I can tell you right now. My name is Ardemilo. Sorry, tongue twister to me. Anyway, you get the point.
Sorry, my friend.
Our name right there. Armadillo. Never mind. Mitchell. And then we're playing for the elites. Big man in the paint. And let's just get this season going. Okay?
Enjoy.
And Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg.
And Kevin, this is a game I always look forward to. I mean, there's excitement and anticipation. There's such a great concentration of young talent. This really begins the process for these young men of kind of measuring themselves against the best players in the world. So I'm looking forward to it.
Man, keep in mind, guys, scouts and GMs have watched these players all season long. So this game is very important, but it's really just one more piece of the puzzle.
Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Burke?
Well, he's really a do-it-all point guard offensively. He can shoot from the outside, penetrate.
Until, maybe
September 29th.
Exactly. So we're sorry about that, but that's when our birthday is, and that's when we get something that can help us do that. Yeah, HDPVR.
So you're looking for that and you wanted to make a video, blah, 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 you can do that.
Makes good decisions, whether on the drive and the kick or in the pick and roll.
Yeah, I like him because of his shooting ability and his smart. He's a guy who thinks the game. He's more athletic than you think. He has tremendous ability to shoot it off the dribble, and that makes it tough to deal with him, especially when he's involved in pick and rolls. And he does a nice job of keeping defenses off balance.
Well, guys, how about the anticipation for this year's Rookie Showcase? When you look in the stands, the celebrities, the stars are everywhere. You got press, scouts, GMs, and when you add in the players and the fans, I mean, the build-up and the excitement for this exact game, where so much is riding on the performance of these young and talented players. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Me too, Steve. You can really feel the buzz in the air. I mean, people have been talking about the players and what's to come up in the upcoming draft, and there's an awful lot to be excited about this time of year.
And, when you look back to last year, guys, we got to see Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal. You're talking about some elite talent that entered the NBA for the 2012-13 season in last year's showcase.
You're talking about guys that really entered the league with a bang. I mean, you got to add in Jared Sullivan to the list because he was productive, but also he and I share the same college matriculation fee, Ohio State University. And what a great rookie year we saw from Dion Waiters.
Chang, he's checked in for the Stars. Plumlee comes in for
this is going to be
It's great to see all the best and the brightest young prospects in one place.
The first half is going to be in one video. The second half is going to be in the other.
Nothing beats the real thing, that's for sure.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And, when you talk about this showcase game, the question is always, how much should GMs weigh this single game versus a player's entire body of work?
And I've sat in that chair, Clark, and I think the entire body of work is important. As a scout or GM, you can't let one game really determine your opinion of a player.
Now here's Carter Williams. Passes it to Muhammad. No good from outside. The elites with the ball. 4-point game.
Very surprising to see Nerlens Noel here at the pre-draft showcase. Of course, tore his ACL back in February, underwent surgery shortly thereafter. Normally there's at least a 6-month turnaround, but here he is.
Here's McLemore. After the made shot from Noel. Doubled by Noel. Here's the pass to Dang. He feeds it to Carter Williams. He kicks to McLemore. 6 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. It's on talent pipeline out of Kentucky has continued to filter these great players into the NBA. A top pick for the Wildcats, and still, this is actually a pretty lean year.
Yeah, just 2 potential picks in Noel and Goodwin. How about back in 2012, though? 6 players drafted out of Kentucky. Back in 2010, 5 of them.
Plumlee, no luck.
And maybe a case of nerves right there. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that one looked like a gimme.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
The Elites have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And you know, by the way, guys, I love the fact that this game is being held right here in New York. Talk about being the center of the media universe. Well, Steve, I even saw some cameras flashing before the game, taking pictures of you, my friend. You reach celebrity rock star status, even in your understated way, man. Unbelievable. And really, New York is the mecca for all things big. We know that. And the way the NBA has grown in popularity over the last few years and decades, no shortage of opportunities to get to learn about the league and what all of the teams are doing to try to up their chances for success in the upcoming season.
Mitchell in a small forward. Larkin out there with Caldwell Pope. Then it's Noel. And it's Zeller in the 4 shot. That's the group on the floor for the Elites. Here's Walters after the made shot from Mitchell. Now the dish to McLemore. McLemore off the bench from London. Pass to Carter Williams. Defended by Larkin. Carter Williams kicks to Walters.
It's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation.
Great teams.
Whoever thought we weren't going to do it, or Noel was going to do it, give us money.
Larkin, the pass to Mitchell. Defended by McLemore. Blocked.
You're just kidding.
Here's Walters. Dishes it to McLemore. Pass to Plumlee. Feeds to McLemore. Kicks to Plumlee. Carter Williams. Clock at 6. Passes it to Walters. Here's Tang. Defended by Larkin. Shoots from the elbow. Good as the jump shot ball. Chang's got 6 points.
You know what? I've got to admit it. I mean, I've been pleasantly surprised with how well this kid's been playing. Well, not a guy penciled in among those top picks in the draft, but he's certainly been right at the top of his form in this game.
Here's Larkin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game.
This is exactly what you'd expect from a player of this caliber.
No, he's putting these scouts on notice.
He's for real. There's no question about that.
Now here's Carter Williams. And there's the pass to Walters. He dishes it to Carter Williams. And it's blocked by Caldwell Pope. And they're moving it up. Takes the lead pass. Larkin kicks to Noel.
And out of bounds as the Stars gain possession. Oladipo, he's checked in for... Here's Mitchell. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Olynyk dishes to Oladipo. Here's Mitchell. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Here's Carter Williams. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Michael Carter Williams, a 6'6" point guard out of Syracuse, very athletic, able to get into the lane and finish inside. Just to improve his jump shot after he's shortcoming at the collegiate level.
The Stars making a switch here. Then it's checked in. Burke, the pass to Olynyk. The feed to Burke. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Burke's got 8. And back to Carter Williams, a sophomore last season at Syracuse, but he's actually 2 years older than most in his class. He'll be twice apart by the time the NBA season starts.
And you know, that's something the GMs will definitely take into account. it's not just how good of a player you were in college, but also how good were you for your age. I think sometimes GMs get a little too carried away with that. Can a guy play? Age shouldn't be a factor.
Now, here's Burke after the miss from McLemore. Here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game, and that is good. And now it's a 10-point elite lead and an important part of...
Yes, Mommy?
Okay, pause it.